Hi, everybody. I need to talk with you about your assignment because we're going to be doing things differently for week 5 and week 6. We are not doing choice boards anymore. So there are instructions that are posted on Google Classroom, but it's going to be a lot easier if you just go ahead and pay attention to the video and walk through with me as I go over your new assignment. Your assignment for week 5 is to write a script for a speech. The instructions for what need to be in this script are going to be posted on Google Classroom under week 5 activity requirements. The next section of the video, I'm going to talk specifically about what tips you might need in order to get this to be working. You are going to write your script and submit it through week 5 script submissions. And I've already put together a template that is formatted for you. So all you need to do is just type in the speech. The most important thing in order to receive credit is to make sure that the script answers everything that are in the instructions, which is where we are going to go to now. Okay, so half of you have probably seen the word speech and you wanted to run away. Before I go into the actual instructions, I just want to let you know, this is not as scary as it sounds. For a lot of people, they hear the word speech and they just want to panic and run. So I'm going to go through this assignment's expectations, and I'm going to make sure that you understand this is not as hard as it seems. These are the instructions for your AVID final speech for the script. Here's what you need to do. Before you go and look at the videos that are linked on that assignment, you need to read through what the speech is asking you. So each of these speeches that is recorded shows they're between 5 to 10 minutes long. We are not looking for you to write something that is that long by any stretch of the imagination. Here are some key things. First, you need to realize that what you are turning in needs to be at least 1 page typed. I've actually set up the template for you under week 5 script submission, and it is set to be in double space. So a minimum of 1 page double spaced using font size 12, which the document that you will be able to get in Google Classroom is already set to those conditions. That's what we're looking for. The other thing is these are the parts of what your script needs to include. You need to have an introduction that catches the attention of the audience. This is where I would go and take a look at these speeches and see how they managed to use an introduction. I've also provided some tips at the following portion of this video that discuss how not to write your introduction. Also, how has AVID impacted you as a student or as a person? This is your first body paragraph. Your second body paragraph. So why did you choose to participate in AVID or continue in AVID? Or why did you choose not to continue? So 8th graders, those of you who are planning on not coming back, why are you not wanting to come back? Just be honest. And also, what are your plans for college or for your career? That's body paragraph or question number 3 that you have to answer. You finally have to include a conclusion that brings the speech together. So you are going to need to pay attention to how these other speakers have done it. I know it seems like a lot, guys. However, one of the most important things that you need to consider is if you can say that you have honestly answered all of the questions and provided details, then you've done it. Make sure that the speech is ready and write this not as a rough draft that you are thinking, oh, I can put it together later. Write this so that way it can be as close to the final copy as possible, because in week 6, you're going to record the speech and you are going to be submitting your recording. And if it's good, you get to use your script for the recording. Okay, so let's go over some tips for your speech. First, remember that your audience is Mr. Bloss, so make sure that you write incomplete sentences and use the spelling and grammar checks that are built into Google Docs. Some of you may have some difficulty starting your speech, so don't make this overly complicated. On the left, you can see how to not start your speech. So don't say, "Hi, this is my Avid speech," or "Hi, my name is blank, and this is my Avid speech." You can say something similar to that by just changing your words a little bit. So, for example, "Hello, my name is blank. I'd like to tell you about my journey in Avid." In the middle section of your speech, you need to answer these three questions. So, first, how has Avid impacted you as a student? What that means is, how has Avid changed how you've approached school? Have you seen better scores in your classes? Have you learned how to be a better cooperative group member? Explain how Avid has changed this for you. You also need to answer, why did you choose to participate in Avid? That's for our seventh graders. And for eighth graders who are new to Avid, that also applies to you. But you also need to say, if you are continuing, why did you stay with Avid? Also, make sure that you tell us what your plans are for college and your career. And lastly, let's talk about the conclusion. On the left, here's how you don't end your speech. Don't simply write, "That's it." Don't write, "Thanks for reading." And also, don't forget to include a conclusion. For this second part, let's say an easy way that you can conclude your speech. I hope you have learned more about my journey in Avid. Or, as option number 2 that I don't have written down, so you'll need to listen, this is how my Avid journey has progressed so far, and I'm looking forward to it continuing in the future. That is a way that you can end your speech as well. I don't want to put too many limits on you because I want to see what you can do creatively.